Howdy folks and welcome back. So now we want to bring either a screenshot of a PowerPoint slide or a picture into our video. So the first thing I want you to do is actually go into your project folder that you created and create a folder. And then either name it, PowerPoint or pictures or anything like that. And then you're going to place all your pictures or your PowerPoint slides into that folder. Any videos or any of the pictures that you use in your project, you want in your project file. And the reason this is so important is because later on, if you want to reopen this file and edit it again, if those pictures aren't in the same place, Shotcut's not going to be able to pull it up. In fact, the whole project may error out and you may not be able to open it up without bringing all those back into the original place they were when you told it to go into the project. So now that we've got that in there, we're going to go ahead and pull these in. And you can do it a couple of different ways. You could drag and drop them and put them into your timeline so that you just pull them and put them down wherever you need them. Or you can actually drag and drop and put them right into the timeline here. So there's an important thing to know on how to do this particular one. You're going to have 2 video sections minimum in your timeline. So just in case you had forgot to do it, what you're going to do is right-click down in the timeline in an area that isn't video itself and go to Track Operations and Add Video Track. And it's going to drop a video track on top of where your video was. Now, you can move videos from video track to video track too, and it's literally just grab and drag up and down, and then you're good to go. So the whole reason you want this up here is so that you can drop your pictures in without having to cut out pieces of this to be able to fit it in. So it saves you a whole bunch of time, and it's going to cut right back and forth when you do it. So if you remember in the last video, when you were doing the trimming, I told you that when you play this, there's going to be this cut that just goes smack dab into the other. And it may not look very natural. The way I did it in this one looks all right because it looks like it's just, a loading screen. So I lucked out on this one to where I wouldn't have to hide it. But let's say I wanted to hide it and I have a PowerPoint that I'm talking about. So I can actually drag and drop the PowerPoint right down over that spot so that when it gets to that spot, the PowerPoint is actually showing and you don't see my cut. So now my cut is completely hidden and we're good to go. And we end up looking like we have a really high quality video, right? That's pretty cool. So we can change the length of how long this PowerPoint slide is there. So if you're talking about the PowerPoint slide for a good amount of time and you want to give your students more time to take notes, you can actually put your cursor right onto the line right here to where it turns into a double arrow, and then you can extend how long that ends up showing for. So you can actually do it for quite long if you want to. So I recommend going into your PowerPoints before you start your project and doing screenshots of every single slide so that you can have them there and just drag and drop them down here. And then you can end up choosing the exact length that you want those slides to show for. After it reaches the end of the slide, of course, it's going to go right back to the video. And you're good to go. You end up with this natural look to it, so it's going really well. So pictures work the same way. So I can take and drag and drop a picture that I want to show right down into the video, and I can put it to where it butts up against the other video, the other PowerPoint slide that is, sorry, and then it will transition right to that, and then after it ends, it will transition to the video. Or I can put some space in between, so I want that to display at a different spot, and voila, now it's going to show up at that different spot in the video once it reaches that point. So that's how you put pictures and PowerPoint slides in your project.